Hello everyone, my name is Jess and I want to be a booktuber. This isn't my first time doing the newbie tag, but it's been a long time, like 6 years. I think it's long enough to get a fresh start. It's the middle of the year, so I can't call this a New Year's resolution or anything, but I am glad to be back. And you'll hear a lot of noise in the background. That's my kids running around. I want to get into AuthorTube and fashion and whatever, but I think Booktube speaks to me the most and I watch it the most, so it just makes sense to be here. So question 1, why did you start this channel? I know I look lost all the time, but I can often feel lost too, and I think every time I feel lost I kind of turn back to YouTube as the place to hopefully find something. It's like I'm not getting anywhere no matter how hard I try, and I think this has to do with accountability. So my goal here isn't necessarily to post for viewers, but for my own sake, for accountability. Viewers would be nice too. Question 2. What are some fun and unique things you can bring to Booktube? I don't know if I'd really call myself fun, but I am well-rounded, I guess. I'd like to talk about real life, parenting, being a student, writing, and reading. I am a mom of 2, and although they hopefully won't be seen on this channel, they are a huge part of my life and my goals. I also just really love cozy and seasonal vibes, so I'm hoping to make more seasonal content and cozy content. As for unique, I think being Filipino, Irish, American, and a mix of something that doesn't really make sense. I don't know how much that would translate into YouTube, but I mean, I guess that's my background. Question 3. What are you most excited about for this channel? I think community is the most important part to me. I always try to join book clubs, and I never seem to find one that I actually want to read most of the books. So hopefully I'll find people who like to read the books that I read, and we can start our own book club or something. I've also been reading Atlas of the Heart by Brene Brown lately, and in it she describes the difference between fitting in and belonging. When you fit in, you conform to your surroundings, whereas when you belong, your surroundings accept you as you are, and I'm hoping to find somewhere to belong. Question 4, why do you love reading? There wasn't a whole lot to do in Los Angeles as a child, because we didn't have a yard or anything, so my nose was always in a book. But also my dad just would always take us to the bookstore or the library and just spend hours there just reading and browsing books and I don't know, just absorbing the environment. So libraries are a huge part of my identity. Number 5, what book or series got you into reading? I can't remember exactly the first, but the first I can remember, The Song of the Lioness Quartet by Tamora Pierce. I always wanted Violet Eyes because of that book. Question 6, what questions would you ask your favorite booktubers? Well, my favorite booktubers are Darling Desi, Christiane Jones, Chloe Bunny, and I can't think of any more. And I just wonder, how do you read so much? How do you balance all the other things you're doing? Being a YouTuber is crazy amount of time to put in, and then on top of that they're either writing or out with their friends or just living life fully. I guess none of them have kids, so it's probably easier for them than it is for me, but I hope that I can balance as much as they do. Question 7. What challenges do you think starting a YouTube channel will be hardest to overcome? Not reading enough. I am a slow reader, and I also mentioned AuthorTube. I'm a slow writer. I'm working on trying to read faster, but I've been saying that for the past 20 years. It's a whole mess. Question 8. When did you start reading? I started reading when I was 3 years old, I think. That's what my parents told me anyway. I was an early reader, late talker, kind of. I remember teaching my cousin how to read The Foot Book by Dr. Seuss when we were 5 years old. That's the earliest book I can remember reading. Question 9, where do you read? I read anywhere I can, but mostly on my sofa or on my bed, or in this chair. Actually, it's pretty comfortable. But I do like going to cafes to read. It's just a different experience, different vibes. So hopefully I'll be able to film videos going to cafes and just hanging out. And question 10, what kind of books do you like to read? And this is the hardest question because I like to read so many different types of books. Like, I like high fantasy. I like Sanderson, I like Tolkien. I like romantasy, ACOTAR, Gilded. I like mysteries, like Sherlock Holmes and Hercule Poirot. I don't know if I pronounced that right. I like classics, like Jane Austen, but I also really enjoyed reading Heidi this year. I was surprised at how much I liked that. And like A Little Princess, Anne of Green Gables. And then the genre I probably read the most of is like nonfiction, self-help kind of books. It's like Save the Cat Writes a Novel and I Didn't Do the Thing Today, which is my favorite book, by the way. Yeah, I'm also like reading some psychology books, some books on witchcraft, fairies, the history of writing. I like reading, and I hope to share that with people. I know that people watching this probably won't relate to every book that I like, but I hope that I'll at least be able to connect on some level. Oh, I'm also hoping to read more Filipino authors and Irish authors as I get going. I'm really interested in my lineage and where my people come from. So yeah, that's me. Like and subscribe, all that good stuff if you want to. Hopefully we can connect more in the future and build a nice little community. Thank you.